Good morning, Professor. Hi, everybody. My name's Min. It gives me a great pleasure that you offer me an opportunity to have an overall presentation about English pronouns and evolutions of the English pronominal system in this video clip. The presentation aims at considering the definitions of English pronouns and its pronominal system development. My presentation is divided into 4 main sessions. First, I'll give an overview introduction to the topic. Then, I'll be presenting some notions and common categories of English pronouns in the present days. Next, I'll focus on the evolutions of the English pronominal system. Finally, I'll conclude and give more open idea about the theme of English pronouns in the future. I'll only take 7 minutes or so of your time. Now, let's start. Firstly, I'll give you an overview of the topic in the introduction part. Nowadays, English has become the universal language, which is prominent in all aspects of the society, such as economic, scientific, and political circles. The English language is various throughout the world, from historical circumstances, borrowings, and evolution. A standard system of pronouns has not been wholly constructed until the end of the early modern English stage. Now, I'd like to move on the next part to discover what an English pronoun is. Albans defines that the English accent comprises various words used to refer to human and inhuman reference, including names, pronouns, and demonstratives. For example, he is a personal pronoun to indicate male individual. Besides, she can place as a subject not only to replace for a woman, but also represent the personification of a ship, a country, or a car. In a narrower denotation, while simplifies, a pronoun is a word that occupies the slots of a preceding noun which names people, locations, objects, or conceptions to avoid repeating the same word too much. Grammatically, PRONOUNS points out an agreement in gender and number. As in the example, she refers back to Vietnam, a country linguistically regulated with a female attribute. Actually, there are many kinds of pronouns in English, but now I'll limit myself to some basic frameworks. Donnelly and PRONOUNS elaborate several crucial categories of pronouns, such as personal, relative, interrogative, and demonstrative pronouns. In another notations of Sullivan, there are also 4 types, including personal, demonstrative, reflexive, and indefinite pronouns. In the following, I'm going to fill you in on the evolutions of English pronominal system. English derived from a fount of the Indo-European languages, of which nouns and pronouns have inflectional forms of endings. Historically, English has been less and more established as a tool of male dominance. Therefore, the masculine pronoun he defaults people in general at the end of early modern English. The replacement of the pronoun though with you is a significant shift. Old English possesses the different forms of personal pronouns, distinguished by the forms of gender, persons, and cases. chosen proposals for major cases are personal pronouns consisting of nominative, genitive, dative, and accusative in Old English. Not much different in names compared to today's English. The personal pronouns for parallelisms with examples in Old English and early modern English or modern English are presented in the following table. In conclusion, the language reforms have influenced the changes of the English pronominal system. It may raise a question whether the English pronominal system keeps changing. In fact, it is a controversy that in the modern society, a part of people's identity is neither male nor female. Therefore, the pronominal system would be ramified to generate or plural, more non-binary or epicene pronouns to the English dictionary. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching.